All right, peace and love, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please like and subscribe. And I am your host, Queen Tamara, and I want to welcome everyone on this Wednesday. It's been about 2 weeks, I think, since we last had a live, and there's been some changes in my daily schedule. And one thing I always say, the only thing that's constant is change. And so, with that change, I've had to rearrange some things in my personal life. So I did take a short break from the lives and I missed doing it. And so I'm back or I've returned rather. And I will be doing some more going forward in the future, just at a different time. So we'll be on Wednesdays, remaining at 9 p.m. and Mondays at 9 p.m. as well. Just stay tuned. Turn your notification on so you'll know when we post something new. So, welcome everyone on this Wednesday. I hope everyone is happy and at peace and surrounded by love and many, many blessings. So, tonight we're going to talk about a very personal um, a situation that I wanted to share with you all. Last Friday, I went to a sound bath. Um, Gathering or concert, and the person who was facilitating it did compose a song. And one of the things that she said was that we all have a story inside of us, and we should share that story. When you have something special or important or whatever, it is good to share it. Or when you have a gift or anything like that, is to be shared. And she said holding these stories inside is not benefiting anyone. And that story that's inside of you that wants to be told, it may benefit or help someone else. So I said, well, I felt like she was talking to me personally when she said that, although it was a gathering of people. But I said that I was going to share something recent that happened, and how it changed my life and the things that I discovered from it, and how um, I chose to use it for transformation and growth. So tonight's topic is in recovery, sharing my healing journey. I am a private person. I don't like to share a lot of personal things, but hearing that message last week really resonated with me, and so I said I would share this because there may be someone else that it can help. So that's the gift and the beauty of it. So in recovery, so what had happened was last year, I sustained an injury, and it was an accident, and I was on crutches for a while. I was unable to walk, and it took a while to heal. And then I went from the crutches to walking, needing assistance to walk, and walking with a limp. And I did the physical therapy thing and all of that. And the healing process was a slow one because of the nature of the injury. But it was a chance for me to take a break from a lot of things, and to give my body a rest. And the blessing, and it was actually kind of a blessing in the disguise, because it taught me different ways and modalities of healing, because healing is a journey and there's no single way to heal from anything. And I learned some new techniques and some new things. And I also learned about all these amazing healers around me and what they do and how they were able to assist me in this healing and transformative process. And so, um, healing is a process, and it's when it happened to me, I didn't look at, oh, woe is me. Although I was in a lot of pain, I had to tell you it was painful, but I felt like, um, I always I felt like it's something that happened. I will find a way to heal and get better. And so I never allow the thought that is not going to heal to enter my mind. And so one of the reasons that I wanted to share this journey with everyone is that we all have some type of experience in our life that is in need of healing, whether it's emotional healing, mental, spiritual, physical, whatever. And don't look at it as a negative, look at it as an opportunity for transformation and growth. Also, look at it as an opportunity to awaken higher spiritual potential in you, because that is what will be happening when you're experiencing something and you're healing from it. And healing, like I said, is a process and it's a journey from inside out, and that's what I looked at it as. And it taught me a lot. So it's healing is positive. It's a form of transformation, and all of our experiences that we have in life are learning experiences, the good ones and the bad ones, or the ones that seem bad. But sometimes things seem bad, but there is a blessing in it, or there is a message in it, or something in it to help with your growth and your potential. Because remember, life is a journey, and you are that hero or that shero of your life. You know, you're the hero of your story. Your life is like a story, and so you're the hero. And there's going to come times where you're going to have some different experiences um, that need healing, whatever it is, and look at it as, okay, this is coming to my life for a reason. What's the reason? What lesson is this trying to teach me? How can this make me better? What is this teaching or awakening in me? Look at it from a positive standpoint, not woe is me. Oh no, this happened. This is just terrible. Because once you start thinking that, those thoughts will have like a snowball effect on you. And I think it will deter the way your body and your mind and your spirit will heal. I think remaining positive helps you with your healing journey. Um, Remember that all healing is opportunities for transformative change and growth. It's also healing from any kind of trauma or injury is also a part of the journey of self-discovery. Because for myself as a healer and vibrational healer, I learned that there were ways that I could also heal my body. And through this journey and discovering these new modalities is something that I could offer to other people when they're going through their healing journey. Something else I want to say about the experience that I had was it taught me all of it taught me a lot about not only myself and my own self-discovery, but the people around me. And I discovered who I could rely on. And it just showed so many people showed up in positive ways, like, like almost angelic ways of helping, offering assistance, um, doing different things. It was an opportunity for them to show how amazing that they are, and to show me how much love and they have, and how much kindness and consideration. So all of that, shout out to the people who helped me out. I really appreciated it. Even though I said thank you to them, from the bottom of my heart, it still very much is just gratitude for all the wonderful things that they did to assist. And it showed me, just the people who showed up, they showed out, and it showed me just how much what kind of character they have and how much love is inside of them. And that's another wonderful thing about these situations like this, is people show you who they are and what they're made of. So that was a blessing as well. And on the flip side, there were some who were less than supportive through what I was going through. There were so many. There were several people, especially some of these so-called conscious folks who were had so much judgmental things, so many judgmental things to say about my condition and what I was going through. People said all kinds of inappropriate, um, offensive things, and I was really shocked and like just appalled at some of the things that they were saying. And I'm thinking, is this what they say to people who have terminal illnesses or serious illnesses? And anyone who's going through anything, whether it's a physical, mental, spiritual, even if somebody is struggling with a substance abuse, substance use issue, whatever kind of sickness someone is experiencing or dis-ease, just be supportive. Just be supportive. If you don't know what to say, then don't say anything, but be supportive of the person. Say, wish them well, pray for them, pray for their recovery. If you are in a position to do something to help, then do that, versus saying negative things that will make the person feel worse. Telling people things like, I don't think it's going to heal, this is going to be permanent. I never ever allowed that thought to enter into my mind. And I think a lot of that is healing and continue to heal, and it did heal, versus what some other people, the naysayers, and had to say. So don't say things to people that when they are suffering from something that is not going to heal, or they're not going to get better, because no one knows that. And it all depends on the person's will power, and what's the destiny for their soul, and what they are willing to do or change for themselves. Because the illness or dis-ease can also be a red flag to a person, or just something to alert a person that their life needs to change. Maybe they need to focus more on themselves and do more self-love or whatever, and they need to go within and do more internal work, more shadow work, or whatever you want to call it. So never say to someone, please, that they're not going to get better or their condition is incurable, because I personally don't believe that. I believe there is a cure for everything. I believe that all our issues or diseases, or all of our challenges, no matter what they are, we can find a solution to the challenge. And I think that we all are resilient, and we have a lot of spiritual tools, as well as mental tools and faculties that we can use to help us overcome any hardship, any illness, any dis-ease, any crisis that comes forth in our lives. We do have the power within, and we can tap within and overcome those things. So to tell someone that their situation is not going to get better, I think is just absolute BS. And I also think it's just not kind to say that to someone. I think that people should, if you can't say something nice and encouraging, then don't say anything. Um, I had experience of helping a very dear friend of mine last year who was suffering from an illness. And although the doctors and others told her that there was nothing they can do, I never ever once said to her that she wasn't going to get better. I always spoke about the future when I talked to her, when she was going through the experiencing the side effects and the symptoms from the chemotherapy. I always said encouraging, loving things to her, rubbed her back, held her hand, told her it's going to be okay. You're going to get better. This is just temporary. Things to give her hope. Never say the opposite to people, because the words that you say can actually, we already did, I've already done a video in the past about how words have power, and there's intention and energy behind the words and the things that you say. So use it for positive. Positive thoughts travel faster and further, will definitely travel further, I would say. So use that to your advantage and other people's advantage. Speak life over them, speak love over them, speak healing. Enough of telling people that things are not going to get better, it's not going to this, it's not going to that. So, I experienced all of that while I was in recovery, and I was just really just disheartened to hear some of the things that people were saying, and unsolicited remarks and comments and opinions. And I just had to rebuke a lot of it and ignore it. I don't know where it was coming from. I don't know what possessed some of the people to say some of the things they were saying, but they said it. So I decided to focus on healing and people who were positive and different healing practitioners while I was going through this. And I'm very grateful and thankful, very, very thankful to them. And they never said to me, it's not going to get better. And I guess that's why they're healers. And so we worked together on some things. I did some energy work, some quantum energy work on different methods and modalities. I also, use herbal medicine to help with the healing process. And I got some really positive results from all of that. Shout out to all the people who helped with that. And I decided to use it as a time to focus on myself, focus on my self-discovery, discovering different things of a spiritual nature. So while I was focusing on myself, I allowed the healing process to begin. When they told me to, put my foot up and just let it heal, stay off of it, I stayed off of it. I stayed off. I didn't even attempt to use it while it was healing, because I wanted it to heal fully. So also people suggested to me, play music, sing to it, massage, all those things. I did all of those things, and had sound baths, many different modalities. And I was pleased with the results. But the main thing I decided to do was to focus on myself and my healing. And I did, and I allowed myself to heal. You are not your body, folks. So our bodies go through changes throughout our lives, and many of us feel a sense of sadness or sorrow when we're going through whatever crises we're facing, whether physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever it is. Remember that you are not your body. You are the soul and the spirit that dwells within. The body is just a vehicle to allow you to have these human experiences. And there are going to be challenges that may come up in your life, whatever they are, and just look at them as that. And remember, you are the spirit within. So be still when you're going through something and listen to what your body is telling you. So if your body is telling you that you need to change your diet, then do that. Your intuition is one of your spiritual senses, and it helps you with survival. So if your body is telling you to take a break, get extra rest, then do that. Some people feel guilty when they take off from work, or when they take time away from their family obligations or other obligations to take a break and take care of yourself. Please do not feel that. Please do not. You have to, self-preservation is the first law of nature, and you have to take care of yourself. Even if you're a mom, a dad, you have family to care for, you still have to take care of yourself too. And I know a lot of times as parents, we feel that we have to put the children's needs before us. And there's a time and a place for that. There's times when you do have to put yourself kind of on the back burner. Oh, thank you, beloved Iris. Blessings on a full recovery. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate your kindness. So sometimes as parents, we feel like we got to put the children's needs first. But remember, they're dependent on you and you're dependent on you as well. So there are times when you're going to have to really put you first in order to be to show up and be the best version of yourself for yourself and your children, even when you're going through any kind of, facing any kind of crisis. Remember that you also have to take care of yourself too. And, it's also okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. So remember that, and surround yourself with people who are supportive and loving towards you when you're going through any kind of crisis in your life. And that it includes also physical. So I did have to focus on myself, stay in a lot. And I just found different ways to engage myself. I continued to do my lives. So many people didn't know what was going on. And I continued to, I did catch up on reading. I got to do some things like that. I was still working, just working remotely because of the condition that I was in. But it got better and it took time. And, like I said, I met some amazing healers along the way, and the physical therapy and everything. So all of that was really, really helpful. Another thing I wanted to share, in addition to focus on yourself, sometimes we share too much with others. And so while you're healing and while you're in any kind of recovery mode, you may want to keep some of that to yourself, especially to avoid the negative comments from the naysayers and negative people. Eliminate them from your cipher so that you don't have to deal with or listen to that, because you want to only surround yourself with positive affirmations and healing affirmations when you're going through any crisis, whatever it is. Okay. Avoid stressors. If you need to take time off from work, take time away from family obligations or whatever, don't feel bad or guilty about doing that. Do what is best for you. A lot of people don't want to take off from work because they feel some kind of way. But let me tell you something. If your job makes you feel that way, then that is a toxic environment. And if you become unalive at any point in time, your job will replace you, but you cannot replace, your precious life. So preserve that. Remember that the jobs come and go, but you get this one experience. And so you don't want to deny and neglect yourself for a job that will replace you if something were to happen to you. If you ever become incapacitated or unalive, you will be replaced. So remember, always value yourself and put that value on yourself. If others around you don't value you the way you deserve to be valued, then you are in a toxic situation. You're surrounded by toxic people, and that's not fair to you. So avoid them, avoid the stressors while you're on your healing journey. Anything that causes you stress will aggravate whatever your condition is. Stress is like a silent killer, and it will stop the healing process, whatever it is. Okay, so remain positive, remain in a high, happy space. Avoid all the stressors and triggers, regardless of what they are. If you have to disconnect your phone or block people just to avoid that, then do that. If you're someone that is going through more serious illness or disease, I would suggest not sharing what you're going through with everybody, because some people are going to say things that will make you feel worse, or say, things as if there's no hope for you, and never ever allow your mind to think or get into that space. All right. So healing is from the inside out. That's why I said it's being it's a healing journey, and it's a journey of self-discovery, because whatever the situation is, it's putting you in a place to remain still, so that you'll do any internal work that needs to be done, and make any changes in your life that needs to be done. And sometimes illness or disease shows up in our life to show us that there's something that needs to be addressed, something that has been neglected or not properly cared for sometimes. And it's an opportunity for us to make a change in our lives. I've heard several people share with me that certain illnesses came to them and they looked at it as a gift, because it gave them the opportunity to change and grow and develop in ways that they wouldn't have if they had not developed that particular disease. And so sometimes that happens as well. Things will show up in your life to show you, oh, I need to nurture myself more. I need to get more rest. Maybe I need to end this toxic relationship. Maybe I need a different job. Maybe where I am, I'm not valued, I'm not safe. I need to do something different. I need to lose weight, or I need to take better care of my health, or whatever the situation is. Sometimes these things happen to just kind of show us that there's something else that we need to do for our ourselves, and for our so we can grow to our greatest spiritual potential. Any illness will also force you to rest at times. And so sometimes you may have to put yourself on bed rest, or what I call hater rest, which I mentioned a few minutes ago. You may have to disconnect from some people, take some time off, maybe do a silent retreat, do whatever it takes. Give yourself that grace and that mercy of being at rest. Don't feel obligated to do things that your body won't allow. That's not fair to you. And it's okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay to just step back for a while and allow yourself that rest time. And that's what many of us need. They've even done studies that a lot of people in the United States are dangerously sleep deprived. And so getting proper rest and is one of the many ways that you can allow yourself to heal and help rejuvenate the body, because certain hormones are released while you're sleeping, and a lot of those will help with the healing process. That's why your body feels different in the morning after whatever is happening, is because those hormones that help with the healing process, a lot of them are released while you're sleeping and while you're resting, to help the body rejuvenate and restore itself. So make sure you get lots of rest. Focus on your needs, focus on your healing. Also, illness is an opportunity. Well, the recovery, I should say, the recovery process is an opportunity to reclaim your power as a spiritual being. This is regardless of what the situation is, and you may feel powerless, you may feel a bit helpless at times, or feel like your body is giving out on you. Reclaim your power. Find a way to push yourself, just that, even if it's just that 1% more, to keep going. Don't give up. don't even allow the thoughts to enter into the parameters of your mind that this is it, or I can't do this anymore, because that will to live has always been there inside of you. This is what has kept you going through every situation. You know, many of us, I know some of you've heard that if you have a caterpillar in a cocoon, if you open the cocoon and try to take the caterpillar out or release it, it will actually die. It has to come out on its own when it's ready. And that struggle is ordained for it in order for it to go through that process, just like the baby chicks in the egg, which I've actually witnessed that. You know, my grandparents had a farm and I actually saw a chick come out of the egg before. They keep pecking and pecking and pecking. And although they're very tiny, they can't walk, they still have that willpower and that strength and that beak. And they just keep pecking and pecking until they struggle and squirm until they get out of that shell. And they have to do this on their own. This is a part of the survival. So we're going to go through things in our lives, which is a part of our survival there. And just remember that this is the opportunity for you to create, to reclaim your power. And we all have that power within us. We all have that spark of life, that spark of light within, that wants to be healthy, that wants to be happy, that wants to be whole. And we were all born with that, and we can continue to achieve that if you just focus on in your mind, keep your mind focused on your goals and your affirmations. I am healed, I am whole, I am recovering, I am strong. Think those things. If you don't have any affirmations, create some, put them up on a wall somewhere where you can see them and read them every single day while you are in your healing process. Read them in the rising, before you start your day, read them at the end of the day, and just constantly focus on them. That is your mantra. If you got to write it down on your screensaver, on your phone, write it down on a piece of paper, put it on the car, wherever, so that you can see it all day, every day, and think it. That's even more important than saying it. Thinking, I am healed, I am whole, I am healthy, I am strong, I am at my best potential, I am, you know, I am light, whatever, I am one with the most high, whatever your affirmation is that's personal to you, that's what you focus on during your healing journey. And I tell you, it will happen. I have met people for years who, doctors had given them no outlook, no positive outlook, no hope for the future, told them that their condition was terminal, and they rebuked it, and they made full recoveries of different illness. Or some people, miraculous things have happened for some people because they never gave up that thought or that hope that I will be healed, or I will restore my body, I will walk again, or I will be able to drive again, or I will be able to continue, living and for my family, whatever the situation is. They didn't succumb to it, and they are here now to share their testimonies, because it is possible. Healing is possible. Healing can come in many different forms, and it's up to us to support ourselves and one another through these healing journeys that we go through in our lives. So I hope this is helpful for whoever's listening. Thank you, dear Iris McGee, for joining and for the kind words. I really appreciate that. Blessings to you as well. Much love and peace and prosperity and good health. And share with me, some of you all who are listening, some of your healing experiences and your recovery, some of the things that you did to heal. I would love to hear from you. You can send me an email at astrohealingarts at yahoo.com. That would be awesome to hear. And whatever you're going through, I believe in you. I know that you can heal. I know the power within you. Believe in yourself. Be strong. Be strong in your mind. Continue your spiritual practices. Spend time in nature daily. Continue to eat right and feed your body wholesome foods. Feed your mind wholesome, loving, healing thoughts, and everything will be fine. I appreciate you. Thank you for your wisdom and kind words tonight. Oh, always, my dear, always. Thank you as well for your kind words, Iris. And thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe. Share this video with others. And hopefully we will all see each other again. Peace and love.